Ready for today?
Just up on my face.
You got a lot of stuff on your face right here. A lot of beautiful right there. Oh, it's gonna rain today. Look at those clouds. Some dark clouds. I don't know if you can see that, but
I can't see it.
they're full. They're ready to blow.
They have mouths to blow with.
You're gonna be late today. Yeah, you are.
Why?
It's too late.
What time is it?
8:16. The bell rings at 8:17. We gotta jump out of this car. Okay?
And when the gate closes.
Let's go.
Oh, that's a food truck.
How about you go to class and I'll sign you in? Tardy.
Sign me in for what?
Tardy.
Tardy.
It means you're late. Give me a kiss. Listen, learn, have fun. Get to class. Hurry up. So I've got this like luncheon or something. I don't know if it's like a meeting, a lunch. I don't know if I'm supposed to speak or what, but it's with a client. Really awesome client. You've seen him before in the vlog. And I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, but we're going to review the content that we're doing, kind of go over the new direction, and it's here at the Visalia Country Club. I don't know what that means. Just wanted to share that, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how much I can kind of show you. Pretty excited, though. I literally just followed your laugh. That's what I did.
What's that, man?
Not a mucha.
Thanks for your work. Oh my god.
Good, I got something to show you.
Brother, how you doing, man? Broker Matt.
Pest control business.
Anything.
All my business owners. He's just obsessed with having multiple streams.
Thank you
Got
for
it.
coming.
Okay.
So for those of you that don't know Kendel, he's kind of the brains behind our branding in the back end currently. So thank you so much for coming. So maybe Kendel could talk for a little bit and see how the...
Thank you. Yeah, if you guys don't mind,
Yeah.
I'll just, I'll tell you a little bit about me. Melissa kind of knows me. We work together. Just long story short about me, I come from nothing. I got introduced to a guy who came from everything, and we kind of met in the middle. He showed me some things. I showed him a lot of things. We built a really big business together, one of the biggest businesses I've seen around here that is structurally and spiritually sound. And I got a chance, kind of a crossroads, to kind of do my own thing. I did my own thing. One of my, I mean, to this day, yes, but I mean, that defining moment, that key client that really made me go like, this is a real thing, was Borna. Borna reached out to me. He said, are you ready to take this thing to the next level? I want to be one of your key clients. I think you working with me and us can really bring you to the next level, and it has. He lied a couple of minutes ago. He said I was the brains. He's the brains.
Yeah.
I'm the hands. Borna, and I just really want to say this. This is outside of social media, and I mean this. Whether you know it or not, I just want to make sure it's said at this table. Like, you're in good hands. I've never met someone besides myself, really, that eats, breathes, sleeps their brand. He will straight tell me, like, this needs to be moved to the right. This needs to be moved to the left, whereas most people say it's fine. And at first, and he knows this, it ticked me off a lot, because I'm like, it's good enough. But then Borna taught me, good enough is not good enough.
Yeah.
You can use that one too, by the way.
I
But the truth of the matter is that I learned a couple of things, like good enough is not good enough, less is more, things like that. I've gotten to know, without like talking to you guys directly, I've gotten to know a lot of you guys without you even realizing it, because of your brand, the culture. And it's really just helped my brand and my business and the way I work with future clients is a whole nother way. I know that there are certain things that I don't have to deal with, and I know there's some things that I request now out of brands that I work with. So, for example, just like the amount of branding you guys have, like nobody else would have like spiral bound this, right? So I just really want to like harken back.
Too late for color, so.
Yeah, that concept of like when we do it right. So I think that's why the social media thing is such a big deal, is because we have a chance right now. Like literally you make the account for free, and operating that account is very low cost compared to if we were sitting around here talking about how we're going to get into TV, if we were going to talk about getting into print or something like that with bigger magazines and stuff. So what we're talking about here is a fairly low cost, low like risk way of getting our brand out there, and I feel it's a perfect fit for this brand. Like it was like they created social media for this almost, right?
And the whole theme of Bloom, it's endless possibilities. Just push it. Like today, first day of spring, boom, here's the post.
Yeah.
And then just the whole,
Yeah. So I think what's happening here is that Borna had an original idea of like, this is what Bloom should be doing. This is what Bloom should be doing. This is how we should be portraying it. And then it kind of morphed into like, people like people. We want to show more people. And who are the people though? The buyers, the sellers, and the agents. So that's kind of where we came to this crossroads where we're kind of running out of like, how many graphics can you post? How many inspirational quotes can you post on their own?
it's all generic and nobody
Yeah.
likes that anymore. And like what you said, when you post a picture of us or our faces or our actual events, it's actually capturing our moments. It's it's informative. It shows what we're doing. It shows our story basically. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
And that message
personal.
came from Zed, and once we switched gears, everything changed for us, I think.
Yeah.
So all this content you see here, it's basically, there's some generic text, quotes, don't judge this, but it's
Yeah.
just the template you should be looking
The
at.
the concept that what photo, what actual words, what little color, pop you want, that's what's going to be your personal touch. But the templates, the folders, they're made, and this should go into your personal brand as well, because I think that like if your personal account is on point, it feeds us, and if ours is on point, it feeds you.
And it's all in line, and it'll have the Bloom stamp on it, and it'll look official and clean
Yeah.
and crisp, and it's no cost. I mean, we're paying for it with
Yeah.
with Kendel on the back end.
Yeah.
Whatever content what you guys want, whatever ideas you have, whatever subjects, buyer tips, seller
Yeah.
tips, whatever, push it to us, and then also follow up with comment ideas or post ideas. Because once we have the image, then I have to sit there in bed thinking like, okay, what am I going to write today? Like first day of spring, and I'm a guy, and it's like there's only so much I could do the same thing. Let's talk, let's grow, whatever. I think having your guys' touch and learning from you guys would be better, right?
And the reason why I wanted to be here and not just like put like a camera and film the whole thing and watch it later is because I really wanted to voice the fact that this is a very serious thing we're dealing with here. Like I said, very low cost, very like, it really is just like real estate. It's a low barrier of entry.
Yeah.
Everybody's got some real estate license or an aunt or a cousin with it. It's what you do with it. Same with social media. So as we're going through these folders, as we're looking at templates, as we're kind of just having fun here, think about your personal account. Like, what folders do I have in my life? Like, real talk, maybe you have your version of that. Quotes, maybe you have your version of that. Holidays, maybe you have your version of that. It breaks into like family and like really think about your personal brand. Like, what are the 1 to, I mean, he said 15, but what are the 1 to 5 to 10 things that I want to show of my life on repeat? I want to show my dogs. I want to show my summer house. I want to show my love of cars. I want to show my love of golf or whatever my family. So just keep that in mind as we're doing this. Otherwise, it's just all going to be very boring. It's all going to be very much like everybody else's.
Wow.
My biggest question for you guys is, I really like. I believe in two big things. I think it's like a high-low thing. It's a highbrow, lowbrow. I think you kind of got to know who you are as a real estate agent, as a person, as an entrepreneur, right? As a boss. You have to know, like, I'm the shit. Like, I know what I'm doing. I've done this for a while. But you also have to humble yourself and go, you know, I'm just starting out. I'm just going. Like, there's always a bigger fish, right? There's always a bigger guy at the gym, right?
Yeah.
Always.
Okay.
So when you have that mentality, though, you're in the ultimate place to, like, help and be of assistance. So what I'm really trying to say is, like, I'm a really good resource. If you have any questions, ask them. And what I really want to say is, like, you really need to be thinking while we're having this lunch, while we're breaking this bread together, like, what are some questions? What are things that are working for me, not working for me? Like, just throw them on the table and we can all kind of answer them for each other. Notice how he started with the relationship first. My grandma, my aunt, my friend.
Definitely.
When we first started our first restaurant, we were a cheese company, and we got approached by the Tulare Outlet Mall. We want you guys to do a restaurant, and with a cheese shop. And we were like, okay, 75% cheese shop, 25% restaurant. And as we kept showing them the plans, they're like, we want the restaurant bigger. And so it became this little cheese shop corner with this big restaurant. And so what that told us is, like, you got to listen to the market. And so, like, it's always in your best interest. You want to post about real estate. You want to post just your listings. You want to just post your activity. And it's like, you got to think like the market, the people that are scrolling, they don't want to just see that. So think of the real estate as your cheese shop, and you want it to be so big, but they want the restaurant bigger. They want your life bigger. They want the relationships bigger. So one of the biggest, like, problems I've seen in my personal account is, as I've built a team, as I've literally paid people to follow me around and videotape me, they think that when they get on my account, they should be spamming people with, like, hey, we should do this for you. We should make a video for you. I'm like, no. Just, like, go meet a business owner and shake their hand. Then we'll get the business. I never pitched Borna. I never pitched him. I just, like, served him, right? So just keep that in mind. Selling houses is no different than what I do. Just make the relationship first. Buying and selling homes is like a forever thing. It's never going away, ever. It's never, ever going away. So, like, you have your whole life to close that deal. Don't screw it up by just turning them off, you know? So. Yeah. It's like crazy.
That's my thing. I'm such a facts person.
Yep.
That sometimes I can come off as a little too dry, but that's not me at all. So, you know, but I like to get the facts out there, but I don't know. Yeah, okay. Personality. I know, I need to, get some wine involved.
Do that first.
My greatest fear is always just being cheesy.
It's hard.
I feel like too.
But that's what happens though. You have hip people, and then once they get this phone in their hand, they all of a sudden become unhip.
Right.
Like, I know the coolest old people on earth. They're like, I wouldn't know how to use that social media. I'm like, what are you talking about? You invented knocking on someone's door when they have a baby. Here's a casserole. You invented that.
Some people aren't.
Like,
don't know how
this
to
is
do
just
it.
that,
They
but
used to,
digitally.
or they hire people like
Yeah,
us
for sure.
to do it for them.
Yeah.
Which is where I'm the situation I'm in.
Yeah. It's
So
just,
I'm liking.
they
I'm liking
invented
this whole deal, 'cause
respect. They invented, like, call someone Mr. and then their first name, Mr. Borna, right? Like, they invented that. And then this phone gets in their hand, they're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not
I
hip.
tend to overthink things too,
Yeah.
which I drive myself crazy.
Yep.
I'm like, why have I been spending an hour on this? God, it should have only taken like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta get over that. Okay.
I think the main thing is this is the playbook, copy this playbook. You need, these literally are folders. Normally when I talk about folders, the person that I'm talking to doesn't see folders, but you see folders. Build your folders. Like, write down right now on your notepad, what are the 1 to 7 things, the 1 to 7 topics that I want to show in my life all the time. And then that'll make it so much easier. Like, I want to show the food I eat. I want to show the fact that I'm a real estate agent. I want to show that I like to run marathons. I'm training for a marathon. Like, then you just cycle through that. I want to make a marathon post. I want to do a family post. And then all the things you don't want to show, you don't have to show. It's so perfect.
Like, it's a common ground with people to be like, oh, this guy does stuff that I
get to
like.
choose,
Maybe I'll have him, somehow.
Exactly. You have no idea how many people just dig the fact that I'm this or that, or oh, I have that same colored sweater, or I have that car, or I like that he's
And
this
a
way.
lot of
Or
it's just getting out there. You know what I mean? Like,
videos too. If
I'm
you go
so used to
live,
just
that's a whole
staying in
different
the
level
office
of
that
confidence.
I need to get out.
You mastered that. 10
What's
times a
that?
day, live video.
Live video, yeah.
Yeah.
I always, when you said I don't want to be annoying or post too much, I really post more in one day than you guys post all week. So
All
I have
year.
more followers than all of you.
This is
So,
actually being recorded as we speak.
yeah, it's being recorded.
Yeah.
So-
We're live right now.
So all I'm saying is like, I'm not saying I'm the most interesting guy, but that's the thing. Interesting is in the eye of the beholder. Interesting to who? Interesting to you? Probably not. Sorry, you know, but interesting to like, maybe like your cousin. He might be like, oh, I love Kendall. He's, right? So like, you can't win them all. You can't win them all. So what you have to do is you have to like visually, like you have to visualize who are the 1 to 4 people I'm talking to. So you know who you're talking to, you know what your followers are, and you just talk to them. You're talking to Susie, a 32-year-old mom who has 2 kids, who blah, blah, blah. You just talk to her for that one post. And she's going to be like, scrolling, like, wow, I feel like she was talking to me. And then in 3 weeks, she hits you up to buy a house, or her sister's looking, and she just says, oh, go with this one girl. She's so cool. What did you say? She's so hip. Why'd you say that? You're marketing for her. Now I'm going to go find her, and then I'm going to do business with her. I'm like, it's all because we were sitting around. That's how it works.
So I'm like,
There's
I
not
felt
this
like
crazy...
she was copying us with the style show.
But whatever she did was marketing, and it worked. Because you
Yeah,
talked
she
about
has way more
her,
followers than we do.
and it
We gotta
worked.
step up our game.
You know?
And you found her.
She
Yeah.
found us.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know why? Hashtag home station. That's why.
help, like, I mean, the brand pick back on, like, things like, I'm like a go-getter, but when it comes to something, I'm like a novice as far as Instagram. I don't
Okay.
know Facebook, but I was one of those that has, like, classified just the, you know, I like inspirational stuff, so, you know, motivational quotes, post it, okay, share it. All right, Matt, share it. A few pictures here and there. But that, like you said, that's like the top 50. Like, you know, I like real estate, I like servicing, and I just like helping others. So
Then I would add in a couple more.
I also like want to like start this, like, I call it like the hip hop religion. Like I want to take that and like do something, but I want to go live. But at the same time, like, I'm new to that, so I don't want to like video it and then like just burn. Well, how you say like that's the only way you're gonna. You know, I want
You
to
actually have to burn. Like you have to go. Like I was an ugly 13 through like 19-year-old. Like it was pretty bad.
Yeah, like I want to, you know, pay the music, but at the same time, I'm not gonna focus on like this guy and dress up nice and likes music. No, I want to tag like that open house this weekend. You know, I want to do like I'm dressed up, but like.
But you have to do it with your style.
Yeah, you know, like the whole like. You know, the Rihanna song, you know, or whatever, like, girl likes not, you know, something like that, you know.
You have to.
So I want to do that, but
You
at the
have
same time,
to.
I don't want to.
No, you have to. There's no right way. There's only what works. So, for example, one of my followers is in Georgia, and they tagged me on this billboard that a local plumber made, and it was like, follow us on Instagram, and it was an Instagram logo and like a plumber's butt crack or something. And they said, they tagged me, I Kendel, that's my name, I Kendel. They said, they were dogging on it, like, isn't this dumb or whatever? What are your thoughts? And I waited. And they posted throughout the day, and later they posted a screenshot of them on that plumber's Instagram. I responded to that. I said, got you on there, didn't it? All that matters is what works. Dude, one of my favorite comedians, Dane Cook, he said, I took an ice cream cone, and I went up to a young kid, and I pushed it in his face, and I said, never forget this. And that kid will never forget that. It's not about what's right, it's about what works.
And as Zeth said, when you first start, you can't focus on all the crazy stuff. First, you gotta focus on your first buyer, your first seller, your first
I think
deal.
yeah, the biggest thing is building a foundation
Yeah.
first. You can't get wrapped up in
All this
like
crap.
you gotta have a foundation built first, because right now it's important. You're new to the game, and if you come off as a jokester or that's a problem. Like you don't want to do that, and then have no substance behind it. Like you're doing all this crazy social media stuff and doing these videos and all this stuff, but let's see your resume. Where's your resume at? Oh, you have 0 sales. Okay.
Yeah,
The loudest ones or the weakest ones.
But the jokester thing, if that's who you are,
Well, I'm not a joke.
no, but if you are, let's just say you are, then you have to do that, because I'd rather you lose at being yourself than win being him. Because look at this, say he's the most handsome guy at the table, post his stuff on your Tinder, but they're gonna have to meet you. They're gonna have to meet you. So what happens when they show up and it's not him? You know what I mean? So you have to do a mixture of yourself and then be honest. Say, I've never sold a house. I bet you sell your first house off of saying I've never sold a house. Meeting was pretty chill. It ended up being just like a round table, kind of all me and like, I think it was like
maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 other people. Just kind of getting to know each other, looking over the content that me and my team have created, and just figuring out what works for them and what's not going to work and what they want to use. And also just getting them a little more comfortable and giving them some real big like strategies and tips that they could use today for social media. And we also presented the client with some new videos and stuff we've been working on. We haven't done really any video work for them. Just trying to get to that next level with the client, trying to just show them like we can do more with our work. We're worth more, whether it's per month or whatever. Like just that we're more of an asset and that we can do more, and that we're being underutilized right now. And that's just going to come with growing and just proving yourself. So that's kind of how it went. It was very chill. Had a salmon salad, did the whole thing real well. Everybody was really good to me. Everybody was really kind. Everybody kind of listened, had their thing to say, and that's that. You okay? That was just a little spicy.
It's such a good dog. A good dog.
Where are we at? Oh, come on, put the tongue.
Target.
Yeah.
Mama's Woo! Can the price be pizza?
Oh, you think that's a good one?
Mm-hmm.
Just for her or for you too?
All of us.
Good idea.
Ooh, this looks good. Dad, what's this?
Cookies that taste like cake.
Doing good. That's your
Am I meeting you? Am I meeting Think with Jesse, or am I meeting Shoot with Jesse right now?
It's both right now. Yeah, it's both. It's Think with Jesse and Shoot with Jesse.
Why don't you hold this cue so I can give him a hug on camera? That's what you do. See you, man. What are you up to?
You're just grabbing a snack, man. Yeah.
Get a couple salmons, probably. Throw it on
a couple
the salad.
salmons. I remember.
Something organic.
Yeah, that's right. That's something organic, man. Yeah, I mean, it's been a
Yeah, this is for a less fortunate family. We're buying all this junk for not us. We don't eat like this.
And cutting.
This is my wife, Ashley.
And cutting candy.
And cotton candy too? Oh, that sounds yummy. Alright, Kendel. Nice seeing you, man. Yeah.
I'll see you around.
Yeah,
I was talking to Zach.
Zach.
He said that we need to link up.
Yeah, like doing your brother juice. Yeah, of course. Then I'm like, for sure, man. Yeah, you should get up there.
Yeah, I would. See you.
What happened?
What happened?
Oh no, I can see it now.
That's what it does.
But is it still on?
It's still on. If that's blinking, it's still on.
Oh. So it's still recording without me
Still
seeing it?
recording.
Recording not at you.
I'm not holding it.
That you can say words to it.
That's what you're using? You must install it. If not, wow, that's really
everybody. We can put stuff in there and sneak out. And we can get, and then maybe there'll be prize that Ethan brings there. Like we can go grandma's back.